is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels about to kick it away and get this season started. Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So North Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Lopez to pass. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Let's go. Right. Single.
The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is...
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it up at 44.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had him punt the first time out, and here on the opening play of their 2nd drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Unloads quickly. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Finds his big tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his tight end.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man. It's Smith. Smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Tar Heels are on the move.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects.
Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
He's got great speed. He's got it out. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Rebels offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got a little space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Winton. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Quickly complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Johnson looking to throw. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, give on the inside. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Lopez to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Rushes on him. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Under fire. Setting up the screen. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Lopez wants to fire. Takes the easy one to the back.
The second down pass, complete to the back. Loses 3. Brings up third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more He lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on...
There he goes. Still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Right on target this time. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off of it. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida Atlantic. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Lopez to pass. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Lopez wants to fire. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the grab. It's Fry. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He'll take it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quarterback making checks. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And the Tar Heels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down coming up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls it in. It's Solomon. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up, getting a big stop.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll line up to go for 2. Lopez wants to fire. Pocket breaking down. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse,
turning it on! He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Offense changing the play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that left side now. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Rebels. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Dropping back, it's Hilton. They're setting up the screen. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Solomon.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Solomon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Lopez to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Trying to keep the drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.